Hello, and welcome to Urban Hood Money Talk. It's a fact that we need money to enjoy life and focus on the things that we really like. I'm your co-host, Allie, and I'm here with Mushi Buyan. Our mission is helping you gain financial freedom.
My name is Moshi, and that's how Moshi. Moshi, just like sushi, replace S with M. That's how you spell my name. And Moshi Buyan, my last name. Where are you joining from? I am joining from South Brunswick, New Jersey. Those who is not familiar with Brunswick, it's right next to Princeton area. So we are on the south side or central side of New Jersey. What are you hoping to learn? My objective to share my knowledge, the things I have done for last 30 years with you, that how you can get a financial freedom, not a job or whatever you do in life today, that you need money as a tool, but then you just make money whenever you have time, but do other things that you enjoy doing. So by sharing my knowledge with others, that I am hoping more and more of you can have that freedom. Just like today, I'm running charity program, the food bank, and many other charity that I'm running that educational. Do what makes you happy, and that's going to be priceless. So I'm hoping to learn ways from you that maybe some of you can give me idea, how can I make my food bank better, our charity better, or how can I help other people better, right? That's so. As far as my job experience, I have about 30 years of working life. In 2017, I retired. Since I retired, I have been doing all the charity work. So my educational background is computer science and finance, business administration. So, and this finance is focused. So I'm combination of finance and technology both. I love technology, so that's why I'm leaning in more and more jobs where there is a technology part into it, and I see that that gives more freedom in life. Just because today many of you know that work from home is gives you freedom. You don't have to spend hours on the commuting or all the other travel that you go through. You work when you have time and then get back to doing other things in life, so you can balance your life balance and so on. All right, that's my experience. So I want to hear from other people who wants to unmute yourself and just objective and share your introduce yourself, please. Come on, let's make it interactive, folks. Then I promise I'll share contents with you. You'll be happier if I know what on your mind. I have more than hundreds slides I set out. I got it ready for you guys.
Assalamu alaikum.
Welcome.
Yeah, my name is Aisha Abubakar. Aisha too. I'm joining from Stone Mountain, Georgia.
Georgia, nice.
Yeah. So I'm just joining. I'm trying to find something like a work from home. I've been a stay-at-home mom for over 20 years. So
okay.
Yeah. Right now I went back to school doing my associate in cybersecurity.
Okay.
And I did I don't know if you know about the Google IT certificate. I just finished it, so I'm hoping to find something, to do at home. That's why I'm joining.
Okay. And so let me ask you that, your background, educational background, you went back to school and you are doing now some cyber certification, and I'm glad that you have a certification. Why cybersecurity you went? Just curious.
I was just looking, I just want something that I can work from home. So when I was applying, I don't think cybersecurity have like programming, because I tried it before. I didn't like it. So I just picked cybersecurity, hoping to find something to, like a work from home.
Yep. Got it, right. And so that you were afraid of programming part, right? You thought,
Y-
you want to go in a career where it doesn't require you write codes. So cybersecurity is safer, hopefully, in your opinion. And then you start investing your time in that
Yes.
career aspiration, right?
Yes.
Which is good. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome, Aisha. Who wants to come next?
I can go
Hello?
next. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, yeah, I was just want to introduce myself. My name is Farzam. I also live in the Central Jersey area. I live in Brunswick near the New Brunswick area. I graduated from Westchester University in Pennsylvania with the Bachelor's of Science in Cellular Molecular Biology. I've also done some research projects under my undergrad, which was presented at some conferences. So in terms of my work experience, I have like medical clinical research, chemical research. I've also worked in hospital as a medical scribe, medical assistant, and a peer-to-peer administrator for working with insurances and stuff to get exams approved. Also like other like business experience, I've worked as front desk receptionist for an engineering firm. I also, with my brother and a couple of my friends, a couple of years ago, we started a nonprofit organization. It was called Fit Nation. It's basically to promote like healthy lifestyle, community and sports events in the Central Jersey area, mainly with the youth, trying to bring people together. So I have that experience as well, and in addition to what I've done in school. Obviously, my school education is more related to the science background, but basically from this, what I'm trying to learn is like, the business side, like you said, non-IT jobs, working from home. I don't have much knowledge of that, but I mean, I'm always willing to learn. And that's the main reason I'm here. I think it's good to ask questions and always be open to new ideas. So, I mean, I've heard about Brother Mushi from my father, actually. So, I mean, but he doesn't know you directly, but I mean, you're in the area. So, I mean, when there's people like you willing to help and give information to the community, people take advantage of that. So,
Thank you, Faizan. I remember talking to you earlier in the health sessions, and I connected
yeah,
you with some people that you're
yeah.
talking. I'm
You
not
connected with
sure.
me with Golem. Yeah, he helped
Yes,
me.
Golam, and I'm not sure where you went, but I am glad at least you joined, and also you are here. So I have some ideas, and later on, let's talk offline. You might be in the WhatsApp group that I set up, right? So
Yeah,
ping
I
me.
sent you a message on WhatsApp. I don't know if you saw it. It was a while ago. I was asking for your Discord on stocks, the link
Oh,
for it.
oh, on the stock side, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I will definitely talk to you offline on that. Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
All right. Next,
I'd like to take it next. This is Corina Kenny.
go ahead, Karina.
Hi. So I'm in Central Jersey near Princeton in Robbinsville, a cute little town. I have a degree in computer science and statistics. I've done the programming. I've done the system analyst. It's been long hours. They've worked me weekends and late nights and all the time. I also got a real estate license. The reason I'm here, I'm looking right now for a work from home, part-time work from home that I can combine with my real estate. And another reason I'm here is because I love what you're doing. I have helped you before with delivering food in Trenton to the homeless, and I love what you're doing. So right now I'm looking for a part-time work from home and to combine with my real estate.
Welcome, Karina. Yeah, thank you for the kind words. And yeah, you have been generous, supporting us not only with the money and also with your time, with volunteering on the field. I appreciate that. Thank you again. We'll talk. Next.
I can go next. My name is Farzana Divanali, and I am logging in from Florida, sunny Florida. And my background is in, I've been a district sales manager for a prominent cosmetic company. My background is in mentoring people, coaching, and teaching. And I am looking to pivot into IT. So that's why I'm here. I am currently pursuing the cybersecurity degree. However, at the same time, I've also had, I have tried my hand at business analyst and project management. Um, at the end of the day, I would like to gain some sort of experience and be placed into a position where I can integrate the cybersecurity with the BA and PMP. Thank you.
Yep, you're welcome. Thank you. Oh, wow, sunny Florida. Nice. You guys are
Yeah,
always enjoying nice weather. We are
we
jealous
have
of
to.
your weather. Only we're not jealous when you guys get all the tornadoes and hurricane counts. Then we say, no, I'm glad I'm in New Jersey.
Yep, we're going to hit 80 degrees today, so
Wow,
that's going
amazing.
to be good.
Yeah,
Yep.
enjoy. Thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone else wants to share? I'll take one more and then we'll
I want
continue.
I want to go next, Musha.
Go ahead.
Hi, my name is Fatih. I'm from Central Jersey, and the reason I'm joining this session for the second time is to get more in-depth details about the program and where it's taken us. I come from a background from I have a master in business and a bachelor of art, and I do carry with me like about 12 years experience in sales and development. I've been working with many companies, and recently it's been 9 months. I am unemployed, and I've been going through a tough time. So I'm just trying to get into connection to where to jump into a career, and at the same time to see if I can benefit from the program you're offering. So I've been going since 2020 through project management. I've done it. Nothing has come into that field. I went to cybersecurity. I was advised that it's like booming, and many positions are being open throughout the nation. So it's been over a year now that I got my certification. I got the hands-on on the CM solution, the EDRs, and I went through like 6 months of training as well. But nothing has yet come into the cybersecurity. So I'm just trying to see if this one can take me to a safer landing, and hopefully it will.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing. And I think for the time's sake, I'm going to continue the few things that I prepared for you. And meanwhile, others, please type your question in the chat line. And during the break, I'm going to look at your question and to answer those questions and try to address it, before we end the session. However, one thing I want to share that some of you that maybe never heard of me or know what I do, and I had some private texts, some of them are nasty. I just want to let you know that, it's like, I understand where others are coming from. I know when you don't have a job, you are looking for a job for 9 months, a year, you're struggling financially, where you saw a flyer, so somebody says it's going to train you and it's free, and you think it's free. And then I just want to let you know that that when I say we designed this program to support the community, at the same time, even I am using this Zoom is not free for me. I can only support 100 people in current paid version of Zoom. Those who joined first time, that the first time I had over 100 people try to join, it got filled up because a lot of people join and many people put nasty, how come I cannot join? Why don't you let me join? And then these are the challenge I face, that if I go now update Zoom, it's going to cost me more. But anyway, let's get back to what we do. Every week we do food delivery. We also cooked food, also uncooked food. We have perishable, non-perishable food in the box. We have about over 100 families in central New Jersey we serve. And the cooked food now, since pandemic, that we don't go every week, we do once a month, sometimes twice a month. We take cooked food and we donate to the fresh cooked food and the food box in central New Jersey area. So this kind of gives you an idea that is when it comes to not only food, you see that we bring volunteers. You heard from Corina and other people come together, helps community, and then they feel when they feel. You see a lot of people goes through difficulties, not the food, other things, clothes and food bank that are trucks that we sent, truck of food that we sent to, we started sending in Pakistan since September to address that disaster relief was happening in Pakistan. So typically these kind of things we do. So when this person told me that I did not know that you are doing this to raise fund, said yes, the whole idea for me doing that, we have certain cost, you can say certain resource cost to run any kind of training program, any kind of facilities. After that, also some people who train besides myself, they don't want to invest their time free. So we still are in just give them some kind of an incentive to come teach with us. So this program is going to be next 3 to 6 months. So I have a professional resume writer. She doesn't want to invest her time free. She has done in the past, 1-2 session. She did not get even zero business. So she said, no, I don't mind coming there, but it doesn't help. I have to manage my own time. I understand that. So when I'm bringing professional people like that, we kind of put that in the price model. We put that their time also, they are going to be dedicating some time throughout next 3 months to 6 months. So those who is going right now in the program, that's hey, I went to in cybersecurity, which is a great field, but some of you, please reach out other people who is in cybersecurity and see how easy to get in, especially somebody fresh who doesn't have much experience. Typically, people with my understanding, what I know that I built some people in cybersecurity before, back then when I had my own IT business. People who try to try cybersecurity, if you are a consultant, they need to have a good experience. Otherwise, it's long term, it gets hard to get in. You can always find an entry level job for not consulting, full-time job, a company knowing that, hey, you have this credential certification, but you are going to be willing to spend extra time to make up and support them. And then of course the pay wise is not bad, but it gives you much freedom if you get there, depending on what type of cybersecurity job you get it. But as far as getting into industry, it's not as easy as it sounds. Same way in project management. I know there is a lot of project management experience in the certification program out there. Karina knows and others know that I have done many sessions like this weekend. People can get together, and then the paid sessions also that we mentor coach. So I have candidates, they get PMP, they get this certification, get a job, and within weeks, not a month, get laid off. Why? Because they didn't have enough back support. So my goal for this program, that's why I made sure that knowing that this program we are going to be doing is not going to be short term, just one time, and that class expectation that what we are setting up. You can see that this class is going to be format is going to be interactive sessions. It's like interactive session. Some sessions that as we are talking right now, I'm going to be sharing knowledge with you. So try to help you as much as within such a short term time, that next 2 months, 3 months, that way you will feel confident when you go for interview. So what is it like that when I say go for confident, and what type of job I'm talking about it? The type of job I'm talking about, earlier, we are going to get a little bit more. It has a business centric, it has a technology centric. When I say business centric, it means everything you see any business they're running, there are business decision people make. There are managers, they are only focusing on running the operation. All they care about, how they can keep the frontline customer happy. That way, let's say grocery store, I give an example that grocery store, you go grocery store, if you see the shelf is empty, and one time, two times that happens, if it more often happens, you are going to go another grocery store. You'll find place where it's not going to waste your time, or you might order it online. Nowadays, grocery store also start or delivering on free depending on some type of order, right? But it's a loss for the business. So it's customer retention is the big key for any business. So for that, people need to understand that who is my customer, and is this customer is my profitable customer or is not profitable customer. That's why now more and more industry becoming more niche. Wherever they get higher margin, higher profit, they start offering those products. The one doesn't give them much profit, they start removing from the shelf. You are going to see that a lot of product reshuffle happens in Costco, in other store because of that, right? So that's what in the interactive session and watch recording. As I find out that during classes that some of the things that you should be watching, we'll be start sharing, telling you how interactive closed community group. Everyone who is going to be in class, you are going to have a Microsoft the 365 license subscription, which is $120 a year that we have to pay Microsoft to get you. But that with that, you will have access to those recording, not interactive sessions. And sometimes you might want to directly talk to this person that who is part of our other trainers or professionals, that they are not they do not want, some of them do not want to share their personal cell number thing. But since we are paying them, they are in the community, right? So you'll have the whole community that within community ask questions. You can reach out, and then you can also go back, listen and watch them. And Microsoft is now becoming more giant in the corporation. Everything runs today is everything. Most of the business is using Microsoft Office, Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel, Microsoft PowerPoint, you name it. Google is there, but more and more enterprise level, Microsoft takes that field. So we are invested in Microsoft platform, and that's why we are going to be also using that platform. Delivery session, I said, you will give you assignment, watch those recording on your own time. So 4 times a week, we are going to be meeting at the beginning. Maybe later on, we'll slow down depending on your knowledge skill and depending on also saying, hey, maybe we should have longer session on that. We'll figure out that details later. But for now, we are thinking at the beginning, 4 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, I believe Monday, Wednesday, Saturday, and one more day in between. I don't know exactly the date. I'll share. I shared maybe in the registration link, but those who misses training, those time weekdays and weekend training, you can always go back, watch the recording, and then during the Microsoft team community, you'll let us know, and then we'll figure out how we can help you. So you are going to close your gap of knowledge. So what is that you are going to be learning? That the learning is like when it comes to financial freedom, it's not like a job. I need a job. You go even in school, you take all the classes. It requires your investment. Having that class also, when you listen to the lecture, the professor gives you his lectures and you take a note, you go back and you go back, read it and take a quiz and exams. You see, there is a lot of time investment you're making. Here, if it's free, you will not make that commitment. So that's why we're asking that registration fees that based on everyone suggested, we gave you 4 or 5 different module that, whichever works for you. If still there are people reached out to me in private, we said, oh, we'll work with you because we are running a charity here. We are not running a bank or all the money we get, give back to the community, right? But that's something you need to decide that, are you ready to make that commitment for you, that financial freedom? So we are trying to do everything like here that to make a difference in the community. How ethically, if I give somebody a favor and that in private, that I should be fair to other people. It doesn't make sense, do that. You don't see, maybe others don't see it, but I am very the I spiritual guy. I believe in that nobody sees it, but someone, my God sees it. So I am truly making sure that whatever I do, he knows. The transparency, we all are seeing that, everything we're going to be doing, I'm not saying I'm perfect, but I try to become better. And that we want to make sure that whatever investment you make, and if you are not happy at the end of the day, let us know that you made your commitment, it didn't work out. We'll try to get your money back or a portion of your money back. That's how I can guarantee you that. So wherever you are at, it doesn't matter, there are things needs to be, you have to discipline yourself. You have to psychology saying that I'm ready to do it. If you go to a gym, in the gym is not going to help you to get the difference if you don't put your time, right? So the problem, everyone times I see that happening today, I need a job where I can get a freedom. Yeah, but the job has, not everything has to be IT. So the training we are going to be doing is mostly implementing a business solution. On the business solution, what is that business solution? Those who is in technology, in the business, you have marketing, you have sales, and some of you are already mentioned you are in sales. And uh, those who is in sales, how do you manage your sales, all the customers' data? How do you manage your lead prospects? Anyone want to share that this is how we manage today? I know we have two people saying I'm doing some sales work, and then do you want to share or no? Okay. So usually salespeople something called customer relationship manager. So some people use a software, some people use it Excel, but if you are a real large corporate or company, you are not running a business by Excel. You have to use something like Salesforce. Salesforce is a very well-known software to have all the customer data, what customer like, what's customer demography, what type of the things they have bought in the past, and what kind of type of communication you had with the customers is all stay within the system. But that's if that data alone sit by itself, and then you are not sharing that with other system in the company who is building who always introduce new products, new services, and looking for ways to grow the market, then it's like there is a disconnection. Do you guys agree with that? I want to make sure you guys with me.
Yes, totally.
Yes, very great, sir.
Yeah. So I want to make sure that you guys are there. So that's where what happens when hard to know where to stay focused, because the product team, people who is introducing new product, new services, it's not IT people. You guys know that we all agree in this room, right? IT team or techie team do not introduce new product. They can come up with ideas. That ideas go somewhere, somebody call product manager. Someone says BA, business analyst, business growth and growth CFO, not sometimes CFO. Companies, big companies nowadays started a new role called chief growth officer. Chief growth officer. They are the one and work very closely with the operation team, COO, chief operating officer, that who runs day-to-day operation, what really customer likes, gathering those data, They just go, they have some company has R&D, research and development. They work closely with technology and closely with the scientists and others who does the research or analysis, then come up with the new products, right? There is a whole vetting process happens every organization. It's not the same. So the training is going to be kind of giving you almost like MBA in a box, giving you all the business, whatever business decision they make, is all you need to know this, because by knowing that going to make you more capable of finding a job who can at least work from home, and not knowing that, hey, today whatever you are doing, I know that I have other people I talked in private last 3 sessions after even my session that I have done this training, I'm still struggling with a job, I'm not finding a lead, I don't have confidence. So that's why I want to make sure that we all know that how to do a shopping in a grocery store. We all know how to drive a car, or most of us know how to drive a car. Or when you make a choice to buy a car, which car is going to be like when it comes to buying a car. Here I have a something that I put together earlier. The car, yeah, here moving making a difference. You want to make a difference moving from A to B. No, you have to consider different things. What type of car are you going to buy? Are you going to buy Honda? It's going to cost you around 80K, but there is a value into it. And some who has a whole different value, different perspective, they might say, I want to buy something luxury. I feel more comfortable with BMW, but with your thing BMW. I'm not talking about Lamborghini and others here. I know. So know that we all have a choice today, and that's what this training is going to be, giving you tools of different ideas, different things you can do. Then you position yourself. Like some of you when we said I have sales experience, you'll be great working in a work from home where we call a ERP implementation. The training is we are going to be touching a little bit about what is it that Microsoft Dynamics 365 is a ERP software, and what does it do, that I want to make sure that I know the time goal. That first of all, I had people ask me, can I get into consultant? I said, what is a consultant does? Just before we just go in there, a consultant person who provides expert advice professionally. That's the definition of consultant. So if somebody says, I already worked last 10 years in in a sales job, but I'm not happy, I'm looking something more freedom. Or somebody says, I had a break, but you still, when you had a break from real work life, you have an educational background, you have to look at the experience you did last 30 years. Some of you have maybe did housework work that where you had to manage budget, you had to figure out when to buy what, some of the financial decision you made, some of the other decision, buying decision you made. Those knowledge is life lesson. You cannot teach them going to school. But within this class, as we're going to be sharing different pieces of business, how they make decision, you'll be able to find a way how you can articulate that experience in your resume. So, and that's when people are going to be hiring you as a consultant, they're going to be hiring you that you will have an idea how to solve the problem they're facing. Okay. So all of us can be a consultant. I want to make sure that, this is the definition. And then, and typically consulting, what do consultants do? There's just people they're solving problem. Every business goes through some problem, right? Some goes through tough problems, some goes through problem with not having enough customers, not having enough employees, not having enough resource to grow their market, whatever that is, right? Then they will tell you, this is the reason we are hiring you. We need somebody help us. You know, it's so consulting is basically just helping business leaders make decisions around how to run their business. That's all it is. But then although they run their business, think outside the box, because they are inside all the time doing same thing. They don't think outside. And that's when somebody like us, they're willing to pay money so that you can just give them that perspective. that your perspective that you know, right? And you are not going to be alone. There are people you're going to be working with. And where business going to be facing the problem, like saying, what problems is there facing? Problem most of the business is going through, okay, we sell all these products. Amazon sells so much, but still Amazon is not profitable because they're spending more money on the labor, spending more money to keep the light on. At the end of the day, when it comes to giving back to investment to their shareholder, their money is not growing. So Amazon makes to figure out how can they increase the margin so their profitability goes higher, right? Then business model, then they have the people like Amazon, offering so many different products. Does it make sense to sell that many products, or maybe focus on areas that where this gives them higher profit margin, right? That's called business model transformation. So then they are going to close out some of the business, focus on another business, shuffle people from one side to another side, and maybe hire new people. That's also maybe the technology they have today is not good enough, right? So resource, that's why they are looking into business model transformation. So when you are also going to share your knowledge, you say, hey, maybe then I like doing those kind of things. You may not like do the same thing over and over. You always like to do something exciting. That's business model transformation type of project. Then our companies are looking to grow, but they do not have expertise in house. They look at smaller business, they buy them. And that's called mergers and acquisitions, right? So throughout this thing that we are going to talk about, that how company makes the decision, and that they need type of consultants, firms, people, strategy, operation, technology, project management, product management. You see staff that they need to hire, any others. You can see yourself that fit in areas. I don't know your background, but I know there are people. I mean, Corina, that earlier talking. I know she loves. She's a people person. We talked so many times, right? But then at the same time, she has a technology background. You heard, and she has a real estate background. And then some of the business today that looking for outgoing that type of spirit. So, somebody like Rina can fit in strategy areas. And, hey, I think this is how I can position myself for it's a transformation project where what type of customer they have, what type of technology they have, and the people she's talking to leadership side, they don't need to know technology, but she can at least taking the technical expertise, make it in a way they understand. You don't have to go all the deep into technology, but on a high level side, she'll be able to communicate. You see what I'm saying? Or Corina can be on I see a typo product uses. Sorry about that. Product. Um, that's also like, I'm going to be evolving, right? Product management. On the product management here, then on the product side, they will need people who is going to be able to own this. So when I say product, in a store, you guys already know you have a dairy product, you have a meat product, you have a seafood. That's in a grocery store, right? You guys all know that, right? Anybody can give an example in technology when you talk about a product, what do we do? Even technology, so let's say Facebook or Meta today. Anybody can name one or two products in Meta, the product managers they have. Do we have any Facebook or Meta users in the room?
I'm sorry, Mushu, did you want us to say what programs are in Meta?
Or
Like Facebook and
products,
Twitter?
what kind of products you can think of that Facebook may have? If anybody is in IT, usually they know as a product manager for this feature, this capability. Okay.
I'm not in IT, but I can give it a shot.
Yeah, give it a shot. Let's see.
So yeah, Facebook has different features. It has the messenger, it has the selling, the shop, it has the marketplace, the news. So these are the different, some of the different features.
You got exactly the right concept. You see, you don't have to be IT, but it's common sense, right? Sometimes, yeah, Facebook has, chat, like, friends, who you go, who you like, who you keep your friends network, right? All those things. They have a product manager for each features. Within the feature, they have smaller product managers. So same way in corporate, when they are ready to make a big, large transformation project, they will need people who own areas. That way, those product managers, typically what they do, they are not bossing around. All they just take the direction from the people above them, leadership people, and then people in the technology people. They are more coordinator in between this team and making sure if something on there is a new feature capability coming in, it communicates to the right audience on at the right time. Okay, so that's product manager. That in technology side, non-technology side, it has nothing to do with IT people. Okay. Same way in besides the IT, what I mentioned to you in a grocery store, you have somebody in bakery. Bakery has a bakery manager. You have also on the bakery side, and then you have a seafood, you have a dairy, and there is a manager, floor manager. Floor manager also, depending on how large the organization, they have sections of product they break down when they order it from the supplier. There is a product manager for that. So that's a job. Project manager, most of you already know. Project manager is somebody who brings the whole team together and making sure that there are task activities and goes right on time, on budget. That's the things he's responsible for. All the time commitment, budget commitment, and resource, and all the so on, and make sure you communicate people above, right? So this is the most type of consulting firms that they're looking for all these different experience. So when you are looking for a consulting job, you have to think of yourself, am I really good at finding the problem, or maybe you're good at more like uh, analyzing the problem, or some of you say I'm good at giving people solution because I'm very hands-on, I love to doing that. Whatever that is, you can fit in those category in the consulting side. So when it comes to how to pick the right type of consulting firm, I'm just going to be highlighted sharing some of these things. Typically, strategy consultant, what they do, they work with the senior management to tackle the bigger problem they're facing, and so business direction, whatever business goal direction they have, you are just helping them move towards that direction, right? So when it comes to company strategy side, people look at like, people know McKinsey. McKinsey is one of the biggest and very well-known company for that. Then Boston Consulting Group, then Bain and Company. There are others, some of Accenture, Deloitte. They also fall into those names. And type of question they ask, usually question they ask when they are trying to understand the problem. Here, our competitions are becoming more competitive. How do we adapt to defend ourselves, right? This is something when they ask, when they're going to be hiring you, you will have a baggage of questions in your vocabulary. You're going to grow. Then you can ask them, who is our competitor? If somebody hire you for grocery chain, like in New Jersey, we have Stop and Shop, we have ShopRite. So we do not, and other states that you have a different grocery chain, right? So who is in your local area, who is a competitor. So then I say, hey, who's my competitor here? This is what I came up with. Do you know anyone else? So then those people who you are talking to, they will uncover. Okay, so we need to streamline our manufacturing. And the same thing, manufacturing, ordering, producing, all the things they're looking for, and how can they improve their net profit margin? What makes the market should launch a new product? Which market they should go? And then when you go through this, typically in the resume, people write it down, develop a redesign of Fortune 500 account, planning, functioning, and this also. It's just that at the end, people like to say that how did it help change the company? They saved millions. If you write it down on your resume, that all those things, That resume did not tell you that with your impact, it didn't save any money, it didn't save any add value, or there is nothing something there's nothing in quantified, then it's hard for the other person to justify, are you the right candidate to hire? So these are the things that typically what we are going to go through for each job role. So you understand when you try to position yourself, whatever skill you're going to learn next 3 months, by showing you that with Microsoft Dynamics 365 is a tool where what it's going to do, when I said those who is CRM, and I just want to make sure that in the CRM, there are so many different capabilities out there, but we are not going to do all of them, but we'll touch up areas like this here. On the left side, you can see the Dynamics CRM. Those who is in sales, you know that how you manage it, but we're going to show you this is how Dynamics in the cloud, Microsoft is doing it, and more business is going towards Microsoft Shop, because nowadays companies are looking to consolidate their technology investment, and also the vendors also, they do not want to deal with too many vendors. So there are many large organization feels more comfortable going with Microsoft because they have more in their bag of tools, more services, more offering. So if that's the case, there are more job opportunities working from home. So in Microsoft Dynamics 365, this is a ERP product. And on the right side, when I say ERP, you can see on the right side, it deals with finance. It deals with their mostly finance supply chain. It deals with their e-commerce platform, customer facing whole e-com business central. Those who may heard about product Microsoft used to call Exapta, Navision, and the Great Plains earlier days, all those products they combine into this. Okay, Business Central here in Dynamics 365. And then when something called Power Platform is Excel. Pretty much you have Excel and Word. Microsoft Excel can go in any of this system, get the data that you are looking for, and the data is live and updated. So your technology team is going to figure out how that Excel is going to work for you, depending on what data you need. If you are a business analyst, if you are a product manager, if you are a sales manager, or if you are a project manager, it has all those data sitting in the cloud, and they will bring the data to you, and then you will have some reporting dashboard, Tableau, and then Power BI, all the capability built in there, those within techie. So throughout the sessions, our next 3 months, and then we are covering in mostly in non-technical work. But those who is more ambitious in technology, hey, I wanna position myself in technical work, will give you the challenge and what will work with you, that way you can help, you can have a direct access or a experience with us, because at Urban Food Alliance we are using Dynamics 365. As I said, all of you are going to have access to it, and then you'll be able to play with the tools and technology to see how it works. So it's like driving that car. You don't need to know all the details how this engine works, but at least you need to know some of the main features so you can tell the difference between BMW and Honda. Here also, same thing we're going to be able to teach. That way you can communicate with the business people in a way that way you do not sound like techie. You're helping them to solve their business problem. Is that make sense?
Yes.
Now people ask earlier also ask, tell me about the program, when it's going to be happen, how, as I said, how we are doing this from starting January 16th. And from January 16th, that we're meeting 4 times a week. That's our plan, weekdays and weekend. And some of you, at least it's going to have more than 30 plus sessions. And then there will be recording sessions we'll be recording, and you will have access to that portal. You can go back, watch previous trainings, or you will have access to the videos training that will upload it. And I will upload it. Maybe I will have a trainer. He said, I do not have time to go live, but I can give you. When I say I need you talk about this, I can give you, have him record it. You are going to go watch that, right? So those kind of lectures, well, phase one is going to happen where it's going to help you to build your skills in the areas that you're focusing on. And then as you're building your skill, that you need to start thinking also that, hey, maybe from the day one, I want to go this direction. So we are going to be doing some goal setting with you as soon as you know at the beginning, to have you think, what do you think now you're going to do? So if you say, maybe I'm going to go in be a business analyst, or you're going to go system analyst, or you're going to be project manager, or you're going to be product manager, or you're going to be say, hey, I just want to be an analyst on the business side, and just not taking the high level role, but just to get my feet wet at the beginning. So what's low level role? Then there are other things like QA, called quality assurance, you can do on the business side, also technology side. When somebody does a quality assurance test, in this also, that you don't have to know all the technology, but you will be working closely with the business analyst to know what is this software supposed to do, and then when software is ready, how the people who's going to be using the software, the ERP or this new transformation they're going to do, will that, can they still use it and make sure when new features coming in, it doesn't break the old features. So manual testing, something called manual testing, and there is something called automated testing. Those who is techie, you are going to get into that automated testing, doing some scripting, coding, and so on. So you will have that. So at the end, you will decide what that is. And then when I started sharing there is a 100K job or two, look, money is something that you are going to get, but average salary, I do have a link that I shared. Well, for the time's sake, I do not want to go right away, and say, if you look at and on the WhatsApp group, in the WhatsApp group on that there is a Google Doc room description, you'll see that I posted some of the link. Average salary for the people who works with Microsoft Dynamics 365, average salary is over 100,000. So I do strongly believe that at the beginning, if you do not get it right away, you'll be very close to get there, that type of job working from home, because of the demand that I myself is right now doing stuff. Same thing for companies, work from home. And in my team, I have people that they don't have experience. I'm working with them to work to get them, but same time they have many years of experience. But that's outside of my control to hiring people. So my goal is creating more resources like this. That way, the company I'm with, they're saying, "Can Mushi, can you refer more people?" I can refer you guys. And also many other agencies that I'm working with recruiters, that I will work with you to help you to get the job that you really desire. Okay, so next half part is the phase two. It's all practical. That we are doing Dynamics 365 at Urban Food Alliance. So we'll give you hands-on experience in the projects that we are implementing. If somebody says, I have some experience, I want to get on right away, we'll include you right away as soon as the class will, starts and so on. Okay. So I think this is all I have right now to share. So I'm open to answer any questions you may have. And let me see, what questions did you guys ask there? Oh, no, I don't see any questions. Any other questions you guys, any questions you have? And the registration link and all this stuff, I believe I had it before I shared the registration link for the class. I'm looking for the link, but meanwhile, yeah, let me know if any of you have access, questions. No questions? Is it helpful what I shared? Okay, thank you. So I posted the registration link, and there are, like, you'll see that option, multiple options. Let me see, click on it. So I want to make sure that you guys know and explain to you. And like I said, guys, our reason of this not add more burden to you, try to help you, at the same time help support the community, support our cause, the food bank charity. So here, the session 1, January 6, 8 p.m., 8 p.m., 2 days, weekdays, and a weekend. Okay, weekend we are doing. Actually, sorry, I 3 times a week. It looks like we are planning to meet that way. I remember that I had 4 times, and some people say it's too much. Can you slow down? And that's okay. We'll slow down. Okay, I wanted to do Friday too. Some people did not want to do it Friday, so I said, okay, we'll do twice a week. 3 times a week, weekdays and weekend, right? And then what happens in the payment options, you can try 1 week, $150, and monthly payment option. There are the link also in there. You can put a monthly, $525 a month. Our full payment, if you do the full payment, $3,000 we are asking. And then some people asked before that, hey, I don't have much, that I can make some investment now, and then when I get a job, then you are going to be donate to our charity. So $500 investment we are asking, and then 10% of your job. When we help you to find the job, you get the job, 10% of your salary you are going to be donating to our charity. So everything you donate to our charity is the tax deductible. You can get credit from Uncle Sam, at least for for that. So now how do you do it? And here is the instruction. People asked for not paying the transaction fee. We put Zelle, Venmo, PayPal, our website. All this instruction is there. And then whatever option you choose, you take it. And then when you do it, you just let us know how much the investment you made, and upload that, whatever device you use, upload the screenshot. So behind the scene that I have people that who is going to be add fast over order your Microsoft 365 license, and add you in all the others that are training in the portal and so on. They have the information at their hand. And then if some of you want right away that you get some one-on-one resume review, I have these. But then although the person who is saying asking this, that you will have at least one to two sessions one-on-one with her for the resume review. So you just let us know. There is this, you do not have to, since you cover any of those, you do not have to pay any extra commitment for at least 1 to review with her. And after that, it's up to you and her that if you guys you want to use her service, outside this. Okay. Is that makes sense what I shared so far? Any questions? If not, I want to thank you all for joining me on your Saturday and sharing your knowledge. And some of you that that I talked to, please ping me on WhatsApp. If you are not on our WhatsApp, that I share the link also in wherever you got it, WhatsApp group in there, and you'll see my information. And I want to apologize those in say I sent you text message, I did not get a respond, because sometimes it's hard to see who sent me what, because nowadays for so many people send WhatsApp that I don't live on WhatsApp all the time. But best way, quickest way to get my attention, you can SMS text me. Then you can refer me, hey, I sent you these, in WhatsApp to more details, then I will go back and respond to you. Okay. Thank you everybody for your joining, and I hope to see many of you in the class. Have a good weekend, everyone.
That's it for this episode, folks. Thank you for listening. And if it was helpful to you, please click the like button and follow us so that you can listen to more of our podcast. You can also visit us at urbanhood.org to learn more about our other programs. We hope you'll check in with us again. And until then, keep learning and do whatever it takes to reach financial freedom and follow your dreams.